haven't started yet. Oh, well, now we are. We're on live. We're on the air. Woo-hoo! Here we are. Good morning. It's Monday morning. Can you believe it? Because I don't. I walked into the lobby and I went, oh, it's Monday today. We have to do this. Momentum.
But we normally do this at 9, my time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So it's Monday morning, 8 a.m., and here we are, yay, at CEO Space. And look, we're sitting right next to each other. It's really cool. We want to say hi to you all, and we're going to start in just a minute. But whoopee, this is the Westin Lake Las Vegas, which is the hotel where CEO Space meets 5 times a year. You hear us lots of the time talking about CEO Space and all the cool stuff that happens here. And we're going to talk some about that today, and hopefully some people will walk by and wave to you because we know that CEO Space members are watching. James McFadden's sitting right here. He's
Good morning.
Woohoo! And Linda, say hi.
Good morning. Sorry I can't be with you this morning. I just so love the CEO Space environment, and my heart's there, and I'll see you guys there in March.
Great. Okay, so everything's the same except for it's not, which means I'm sort of awkward because I'm used to being in my study.
I'm in a suit and tie this
Well, yeah, look at James. But what we wanted to talk to you all about is the power of cooperative networking, which is what CEO Space is really based on. And so we're going to talk about the things we've seen already since we've been here and a little bit of that so that you can learn more about what happens here and why we love it so much. James, when did you get here? I don't even know.
Last night at about 12:30 in the morning.
Okay, and poor James thought, because he usually is in Utah, that we had a whole hour before we were going to broadcast.
Yes, I did.
Whoops. Oh, well, he managed anyway, so yippee. So we drove in yesterday. I brought 3 teenagers with me this time. Oh, look at that. That's kind of fun. And one of the really great things about CEO Space, besides what it does for all of us, look what it's doing to your hair.
I was going to say, it looks like my hair is rather crazy this morning.
Shock top.
I mean, I actually gave myself a little shave this morning, but heck.
What's the point? Anyway, one of the wonderful things about CEO Space, besides what it does for us grown-up people, is there's a great teenage program here where they teach entrepreneurial skills to teens and also just basic personal skills, how to figure out how to manage yourself in the world, get along with your family, enjoy school for what it has to offer instead of dread every moment of it. Lots of really neat things. And I'm so excited because I have, like I said, 3 people here this time. One of them is my son that brought me into CEO Space way back 6 years ago. The first time I came was with a 15-year-old kid who was not a happy guy. And 6 years later, he's now 21. And brought him back with his best friend who has never been to anything like this in his whole life and doesn't even know what he's in for. So it's really, really exciting for me. And then on top of it, my little one has been waiting 6 years to be old enough to get into the teen program. He just turned 13, which makes him old enough. So he's here too. So I'm like this happy mama bear. I'm going to be doing some business while I'm here, but I'm also just filled up to the brim with gratitude and joy about what's happening in the future, because we are all done. We're here, we're old, and we've contributed lots to the planet. Yeah, well, these babies are the future, and it's really, really exciting to be part of helping them see some really other opportunities besides going to school and getting a job, which there's nothing wrong with if that floats your boat, if you like it. But if you didn't know that there's other things you could do, there are, and yay. So anyway, it's December at CEO Space, which means lots of cool holiday stuff and really neat people come through. We will get bigger and bigger and bigger as the week goes on. Right now, it's a little bit quiet, but we have some amazing teachers. And I would love to talk about whatever you want to talk about, Linda, if you have questions, or James, if you've had a chance to look at the schedule. I don't want to just babble here.
I did. I'm actually totally stoked. I mean, we've got some pretty incredible people here with us this week. My good buddy Michael Drew. We've got Bob Proctor's here. We've got Dan Clark. We've got Greg Reid. And of course, a lot of our staple regular coaches here and entrepreneurs. We've got a lot of people here that are bent on helping everyone find the success that they're looking for.
Fabulous.
It's a Paul Lemberg there this week?
Paul, yep, Paul's here.
I was trying to think of his name and I couldn't think. I'm like,
Yeah,
Paul's birthday, so make sure you wish him happy birthday.
when?
Is it today?
Yesterday or the day before.
Oh, well, thank you for telling us. I don't know how I missed it. Yeah, this is, our familiar schedule, Linda, and we could certainly just read the list of teachers. I'm wondering if you have any questions for us specifically, and if not, for James, is there anyone in particular that you're really excited that's here that you're going to get a chance to connect with in terms of the teachers and the faculty? For me, it's Dan Clark, because I haven't seen him for
2 years.
Has it been? Well, I don't know, but I know that he's a wonderful speaker. Number one, he has a great book, and I just really, really enjoyed meeting him a couple years ago, and I'm really happy that I get to see him again. He's very nice, giving, kind man, and like you said, it's been a couple of years, but it's wow, this faculty is amazing this time.
Hyrum Smith is here.
Yeah.
Jeff Flamm is here. We've got some powerhouses.
Lauren Solomon, who I adore and who hasn't taught
Cheryl
for.
Snapp Connor.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing her again.
So anyone in particular?
Actually, Dan Clark.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go,
Yeah.
Dan. We love you.
He and I,
Maybe we.
have connected here and there over the last couple of years, but not anything meaningful. And we've got a couple of things that we might be working on.
So here's the goal I'm stating right now, and who knows what the guy's schedule is, but we will still be here next Monday, or I will be at 8 a.m. as far as I know. So maybe we can wrestle Dan Clark into at least leaning over and waving to you all if he's still here at that time too, because you may not know who he is. But that does not mean that the rest of these people aren't amazing, and I don't know, I could add it up and tell you how many great teachers we have, but that would distract from the show.
What I find so interesting is that you've got all
Look, Mark Jones. Woohoo! Hey, Mark, say hi to the planet.
Hello. Where am I at right now?
We're on doing a live. I can't see if you're in there.
It's Monday Momentum.
It's our weekly show. Mark Jones. Mark Jones does a lot with helping people get funding for their businesses. And he runs a company or a service called Sprout that helps people with that. Oh, God, you know better than I do.
Capital.
It's raising capital, but it's raising capital in the new ways with all the new regulations that are out there to help entrepreneurs that need to get some money. So Mark Jones, that was him. And I don't know if you saw him or not because it's too complicated for me to hold the thing up and point it. Anyway, what were you saying? Someone?
So basically, one of the things that I love about CEO Space is you get a whole week of these amazing people here that you get to have meals with, that you get to listen in on their sessions, you get to schedule private one-on-one sessions with them. All this mentoring and learning from all these amazing people that you wouldn't otherwise have the opportunity to meet and get to speak with. And then you said you're going to be there next week. It's like, one of the amazing things that happens with the conference is even after the conference. It ends at 2 o'clock on Sunday, and people are still there Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, even beyond. So it is just so incredible to be in the environment you guys are in.
Yeah. One of my favorite things is the newbies. So, when somebody's new to CEO Space, their name tag will say, instead of graduate or something, it'll say member. And so I'm always out looking for the member because it's their first time here. And I got to have breakfast today with a new member, and everybody else at the table was someone like me. I think this is number 26 or 27 that I've been now in a row, or not in a row, but 26 times coming here. And it's her first time. And I'm like, I can't wait to see you a week from today, or however long you were here for, because you are in for such a treat. There is so much that's going on here. And Monday, the Monday after, a week from today, even though all the official stuff is over with, is really, sorry, James.
No.
It's really a cool day. A lot of business gets done on that day because we're all relaxed. Yeah. So,
was that the power of water, James, or I didn't quite catch that?
What are we talking about?
Tim the Tool Man or whatever, where the guy looks over the fence all the time.
Oh.
So yeah, building on that, one of the really cool things is when you meet somebody here, then you have, because we all come with the belief that you can grow a business, make a lot of money, serve a lot of people, and you can do it in a non-competitive way. So it's a very collaborative environment, as we've talked about, cooperation, helping each other. And so when you meet somebody here and you resonate with them about whatever the project is that you're working on or they're working on, they're very open about sharing their connections that you may never have met otherwise. And one of the cool things for me is this. I don't want to block James. Maybe I'll put it over here. So, you know, except for he's blocking the part, which is the author, one of the first authors there. There we go. So now you can see it. But there's a couple other authors on this book, Al Granger and Anne McIndoe. I've never met them. I don't know who they are. I mean, I know that they've written in this book that I'm part of, and so it's Ken Rochon, who's the guy that made it happen, and Keith Leon. But the other ones are people I've never met, I don't know, and yet together we've written a book, which is very exciting, and it's coming out right now at this forum, so people will be able to buy it at the expo, and people will be able to take advantage of the knowledge of all 5 of us and how to get a book written and have a good book that you really like, that you're proud of, and how that book can help you make more sales. So anyway, that's an example of the access that you get and the cool things that can come out of it that I sure never knew I was going to be doing even a year ago. So yay for us.
So can you talk a little bit about that process? I mean, how did you meet Bob Proctor and how did you become part of the book?
Well, you know, I've met Bob Proctor because he's come here and taught many times. The reason that he's on the cover of this book, you know, giving us a testimonial is through Keith Leon, who writes other books and does other publishing and has had, as a result of that, access to Bob Proctor in a different way. But I met Ken Rochon here, and Ken, his business is all about amplifying really great causes and taking their message that might be sort of hidden, because if you know, haven't realized, there's lots of us doing lots of things, and it's kind of hard to be heard above the crowd sometimes. And he amplifies it through social media and through publishing and many other marketing things. So meeting him and talking about books and the publishing industry, because he's also doing books there, is how I got into the mix, because I do a lot of editing. I don't know if I'm answering your question, but you know, he wanted to do a project around that, and he wanted someone to contribute, like, you know, this is how to write a book, this is how to get your book published, this is how to market your book. He wanted someone to say, you know, it's actually important how to get it edited, how to clean it up so someone will read it and enjoy reading it. And that was the part I could bring to the table. Did I answer your question?
And I think, I don't know if we can hear or not. I think one of the things that stands out for me, one of the things that drives me to come here every time, and I think I'm coming up on 15 myself, is the unintended opportunities, the unexpected you meet someone, you hit it off, you share what you're doing, what your passion is, and either they have someone that they can connect you to, or it's something they're passionate about as well. And so now all of a sudden you're not alone in that desire to exceed or to succeed or to excel. And that's what's really been amazing to me. And I cannot list how many unintended or unexpected opportunities or wins that I've had since I started coming here. But it's all based on relationships. It's all based on just getting to know people. You're not here necessarily just to sell, or, you know, a lot of people that come here, especially the first time, they're navigating a lot of that initial, you know, what am I going to do? How am I going to do it? What do I need to do next? What is a strat? You know, how do I even take what I want to do and create a strategy out of it? And that's really what you get when you are in this collaborative environment. So that's really, you know, I've had an opportunity to have dinner with Bob Proctor and to talk to him and listen to him, and that doesn't just happen any other way, really.
Really, yeah. And I mean, we wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't for CEO Space, and it's not something that I thought of doing when I first came here. wasn't part of my sort of list of goals and ideas and dreams. But what fun we've had, and how much we've all grown because we've done it, and how many other lives have we been able to impact? Who knows? And there's more of that coming, whatever it is. So,
well, some of the things
I'll tell you
James,
next Monday what we found out during the week. Go ahead.
James alluded to is kind of the CEO Space philosophy of learn, earn, and return. Can you talk a little bit more about that?
You want to grab it or me?
Me?
Sure, go for it.
I think the greatest successes you can experience are when you give back, when you teach the things that you've been taught, when you have an opportunity to elevate someone else. It has an elevating effect. And I liken this to cat out of the bag. I got clean and sober 25 years ago. And it was through what really kept me clean and sober, what kept me passionate about living this clean lifestyle was when new people would come in, I would teach them the things I would learn. I would give them hugs as opposed to being the receiver of hugs. I would welcome them as opposed to being the one being welcomed. And that really ultimately kind of solidified my sobriety. And so I liken it to that because in this entrepreneurial environment, as we grow and we return and we start to help other people, mentor other people, and help them avoid some of the pitfalls or the obstacles that we faced, then ultimately we're elevating ourselves as well. And we're locking those lessons in so that they just become second nature.
Well, and I would add to that, and I also want to thank you for being so vulnerable and so open. We can't always help other people avoid whatever it is that they might need to go through. You know, we can't prevent that, but we can celebrate the progress they've made and support them and welcome them home and help them to know that there is a place where they get to be themselves and have their dreams and grow and learn and not feel as though they're under some kind of scrutiny or that they have to perform some other role. That's the best thing about it. And that's what we get to contribute back is that love and that welcoming and that celebration. I mean, to me, that's the basis of it. And it happens to grow into businesses sometimes, and it happens to grow into other things. But when you can do that for other people because you've received it, then they can go out and do it for others as well. And that's the returning piece. You talked about learn, earn, return, and I know many CEO Space grads are out there and they've heard that, and maybe they haven't returned yet. Maybe they feel as though they need to wait until they've got some goal achieved of some kind. They have to have the $1 million raised, or they have to have the gazillion-dollar business, whatever it is. And I'm here to tell you, that's not true.
If you wait till then, you're going to be too busy.
Well, or yeah, come back now, because this is your family. This is where you are allowed to be yourself and say, man, I'm still struggling with this thing, or whatever it is. And nobody's going to hold that against you in any way, shape, or form. But what they're going to do is fill you up again so you can get back out there and do it some more. And that's why we come back over and over again. Or maybe I'm not allowed to speak for you. We get refilled here. I know that. And the projects that come out of it and the cool things like this that nobody would have predicted, or I couldn't have, those are just frosting on the cake.
What I love about the Learn, Earn, and Return is all of the instructors, all those great names that you guys mentioned, when we first started, they are there giving back to the entrepreneurial community. They are tithing their time. They are not charging for their services the whole week that you guys are there tapping into their knowledge. So, they truly have learned, they have earned, they are returning, they are giving back. So it is such an incredible environment. You guys are so lucky to be there.
Yeah, Linda, so get on a plane. Yeah, for some people it's hard to be farther. I mean,
Hop in the car and go, I'd be there.
Oh, this was actually a pretty hard trip for me to break away as well. My wife dislocated her clavicle bone yesterday, or day before yesterday, and so we were in and out of urgent care and the doctors and so forth, and you know, I honestly felt like I needed to kind of stay back, but we both agreed and we both knew that this is where I needed to be just for this week. And you were saying that, you know, normally we stay. I usually stay till about Tuesday after the forum's over, and I'll probably be in my car on the way home Sunday night or Monday morning. We'll see. But a week before Christmas and the celebration, the kids are off, and my poor wife is going to be home by herself with those kids. I'm going to have to go intervene and help her a little bit. So, but no, it was. I want to say it was a hard decision, but in a lot of respects it wasn't, because we've both seen what this has done for us on a professional and a success level.
And that's part of the journey, and that always is. There's tests. There's obstacles that are thrown in your way. How much do you really want it? How much do you really want this thing? And I've seen that over and over and over again, and it's kind of like you can almost expect it. That, okay, I'm planning to go to CEO Space in March or whenever the next one is. If you're not going to come now, if you're not so excited that you're not going to, hi, Dave. I mean, this is how I'm hoping that more people will come just because they're watching this. But if you can't, come in March, and then don't be surprised if little gremlins pop up all over the place, dislocated clavicle, or, you know, some other thing happens with your car. And it's just the universe saying, hey, this is the test right now. Once you get there, it's easy street. It's fun, you love it, you have a great time, but you got to get yourself here, and that's where the test is. You know, we only have about 7 minutes left. Is there any other burning thing that you would like to know, Linda, or that any other things off the air? It's just plain read the list of who's here so that we can honor and celebrate all those teachers that we have. But is there anything else anyone wants to throw in? No, nothing, because it's not going to take me 7 minutes to read
just
those
like
lists.
I say every week, it's just really great to be here, and I mean specifically on Monday Momentum with you, Sarah, and Linda. It's always a treat. It's always it gives me energy. It gets my week started in from an exciting platform. And I do have to admit, though, I literally thought I had an extra hour. So when I was passing through the foyer, and I said hi to Sarah, and I said 9 o'clock, and she goes 8 o'clock, honey. So I went and had breakfast very fast, and I came back and I made it.
Woohoo! And that's a celebration. I at the breakfast table this morning, there, like I think I said a minute ago, there was one new person, and everybody else was returning. And we had we had Hal Dibner, we had Ken Rochon, we had me, and we had Russell Dennis at this table. And this woman, who's, gosh, I'm so sorry, but I can't remember her name right now. Dang it. You know, she was the only new one. And by 10 minutes into the conversation, she had been connected to people that could help her with her nonprofit here, over here at this side of the table, someone else that can help her with her marketing and with her book. And I mean, it was so great. And it's like, I'm sorry, I have to leave, but I have to do my show. But, you know, I'm not trying to be rude. I really, you know, I don't even know where I'm going to plug in and where I'm going to broadcast from yet. We only have 12 minutes. So, I can't wait to get back in there and see what else is happening. And that's what it's like. And it's only the first day and the first meal. But already, I mean, at least for me, I already sold a copy of my book. So business has been transacted. Lots to celebrate. And it just keeps getting better and better and better. So if you're out there wondering, thinking, wishing, find a way to get here if you can. Why not? It's home, and it's home for the holidays, and we're all here cheering you on. If you can't, then get here in March.
Get here. I don't think a lot of people realize that if you're already a CEO Space member, they obviously realize they can come in for grad weekend. But new members who've been thinking about CEO Space, they think right now, oh, I'm missing this incredible opportunity. It already started. They can come in on Friday if they join, take their week in March, but be part of the amazing events that are planned for the weekend. So
Yeah.
anybody that can get in the car and go and do it.
And yeah,
I wish I could.
if it feels right, you should be here. So you figure that out. You know your own heart, and you are hearing us babble on and rave because we love it, and that's how we met each other. And we've met lots of other wonderful people. And if that feels good to you, then you should do it too. And if you have a teenager that can benefit from something like this, you should get them here, because this is life changing. And as I said before, they're our future. We will still do really cool things on this planet. I'm not saying we're really dead and gone yet, because obviously we're not. But they've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years ahead of them to do wonderful things. And won't it be great when they know that they can do those things versus have questions about, is it even possible that I could do something with my dream? So I'm going to read the list, or are you? It looks like you're ready to.
We can do like the grand.
Okay, let's go back and forth. We're going to read the names of all the fabulous instructors that are here this week so that you can be wishing you were here. I'll start. Dave Austin, mental performance coach.
Are we going to read what they do?
Do it.
Ed Bogle, strategy planning, marketing development, and alliances.
Linda Clemons, sales and body language expert. She rocks.
Dan Clark, international consultant and keynote speaker.
Chris Collins, marketing and branding expert.
Cheryl Snapp Connor, public relations expert.
And writer for Forbes magazine.
Yep, and Forbes writer.
June Davidson, mentor, speaker, and coach. An amazing
And a
coach.
fellow Flamm.
Yeah.
Michael Drew, all my favorites here. Michael Drew, Pendulum in Action. He wrote. He's taken about 84 or 85 books to the New York Times bestsellers.
And his is Pendulum, right? Isn't that what?
Yeah, that's.
Jeff Flamm, president and founder of Infinite Mind. Ooh, he knows all that brain stuff.
And Robert Fox, CEO of People Source International.
George Fraser, founder and CEO of FraserNet.
Dr. David Gruder, CEO of Integrity Revolution, making integrity profitable.
And you've heard us talk about him before.
He's my bud.
Eve Hogan, she runs the teen program. She's amazing.
And Robert Johnson, author, Touch of Reality, the B-Cube TM trademark, the B-Cube game.
Robert Johnson. Harry Lay. Oh, Harry Lay. Was that Jason?
I think it was.
Hi, Jason. Oh, I just blew everybody's ears off. Harry Lay, strategic plan, implementation, profit improvement. He's amazing.
Shannon Lechter.
Sharon.
Hey, I got my glasses on, but it is still best-selling author, speaker, CPA, CGMA.
I wonder what that is. Yeah, and she's wrote
Have to
Think
ask
and
her.
Grow Rich for
We can
Women.
ask her.
She here? Let's hear. Karen Leland, branding and marketing strategist and implementation. There we
That's
go.
it. Now we're both in it. Paul Lemberg, business growth strategist.
Jill Lublin, best-selling author, master publicity strategist.
Adam Markel, CEO of New Peaks LLC.
Marlon Paz, attorney, lock and lord, like in Washington, helping us write those bills that get the funding. What is it?
One of the largest law firms in Washington.
Yeah, if you want to fund your business, you want to know this guy.
Bob Proctor, best-selling author, star of The Secret. If you've ever seen the movie The Secret.
That's Bob Proctor. Justin Recla, corporate counterintelligence.
And Tony Recla, and their little one. Did you see her with her new little hairdo and everything?
Yeah. Greg Reid, The Secret Knock.
Dale Richards, Vistage International speaker and chair.
Ken Rochon, The Umbrella Syndicate.
That's your button. Robin Simmons, Crescendo Publishing LLC.
Hyrum Smith, executive advisor, speaker, author of Franklin Covey. Ever hear of Franklin Covey?
Lauren Solomon, trusted image advisor.
Bill Stierle, you hear us talking about him all the time. Executive consultant, brain dominance, and the emotional intelligence expert.
My dear friend Jason Webb, ESQ Esquire, attorney focusing on intellectual property. He's an IT and trademark attorney.
Aaron Young with Laughlin Associates, all about how to get your business entity. That's what it's called.
Largest incorporation company in, maybe the U.S. I don't know, but for certain in Nevada.
Yeah. And of course, not on here is Berny Dohrmann, it's his brainchild, this entire organization. And Berny Dohrmann has been running this for 30 years, I think now. And basically all it's about is helping entrepreneurs do that amazing business journey, because Ken, get over here, because growing a business is going to grow you. We're alive, and let's have your picture. Come on, Ken. So here's Ken Rochon. Say hi to everybody. Ken does the Umbrella Syndicate. He's the guy that helps make this book happen. He's just one of the amazing faculty here. So woohoo!
Are you going out for ceremony?
Yeah, we'll be there in a minute.
Your jackets.
We'll be out there in a few minutes.
So we have to say goodbye because it's the opening ceremony. We have other things we have to do, but we want to say rock on. Would you like to check out? Would you like to check out, Linda? And then I'll close her up. Someone say something.
Well, Linda Kay here, Interactive Synergy in New Hampshire. Really wishing I was there with you guys. And after having, read the list of all those amazing instructors, I'll be there in March. Have a great
week. We'll look forward.
We know you're here in spirit. You can't see his lower third.
So, yeah, I don't have a lower third. Hi, so I'm James McFadden, marketing systems, promotions, event management, anything to, my motto is there should be a party every day. We should be celebrating something every day. And you can find me at Southern Utah Influencers/Venture Corps.
Great. And I'm Sarah Coolidge. You can see my name right there. You can find us at mymondaymomentum.com. We also, of course, have a YouTube channel, Monday Momentum, and a Google Plus page. Any of those places, please like us and love us and subscribe to us and comment and share. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you want to hear about. Tell us what's been useful, because we're here for you every week, every Monday morning, to help you kick your week off the way you want to. Get out there and do your dream, grow your business, make it happen, and then celebrate on Friday when you slide into home base feeling really good about your week. So we'll see you next week. We'll probably still be here, and it'll be really neat. So check in. Thanks a lot. Have a great week.
Awesome week.